together quickly. Many people had this. Having some trouble here on the opening possession.
Of attacking Caitlin Clark, going to their home, trying to attack her on the defensive end. She's
Clark had it poked away. And Martin launches way out. Size advantage. Howard flips it
for the Valkyries, which is last.
Burton drops it. Benley lets it fly. Their first 2 shots here tonight.
Great defender she is.
Here's Mitchell, who's bounced past Mitchell. Fires it up.
The scorer get to the free throw line.
Hey. She has been on no injuries for either.
See some minutes out of her today. She did
away from home. They've really played well in their hour. They've gone to her a couple times. She said Donald's 8th game with the fever, but her over on the drive, steps back and not playing well in her first games. They're missing their first 2. On one, Howard will take it herself, flip it low 40% for their transition. That's just such a change. And looking to push.
Lots of opportunities in transition.
And Burton feed inside and a cutting. And yes, this is something we might see today. Just managing how they up the pace is much
so
quicker.
Fast. But boy, she looked pretty quick.
Boston on the drive, flips it up, and teams this year, not today, as Burton into the corner. Here's McDonald straight up the.
Right ahead of the ball in transition. You have means you're probably going to give up some offensive.
So far this afternoon, Thornton battling through a triple team, really good. Boston turns the corner on the drive. Their first All-Star appearance in a little over. Boston kick out, McDonald wide open.
Was the 9th pick in the expansion.
Bob inside for Billings, who hangs on. Clark defensive rebound, drops it for Cunningham. Simpson, who played big minutes without Dantas. We get close to the midway point time weapon. Late was left. Cup game, it did not count toward officials.
Overall efficiencies, Pat, they're on the top.
Takes the whole season in its entirety. The fever ring
areas, they've been in way too many.
Drive, kick out, Cunningham, who launches. Emily Nakase goes deep. They do start 5 players, but in reality,
defense that they play. Great ball pressure.
In there, a little 5-0 run here. Quarter.
So here's a Clark.
Late, launch it. Pulled for close to the last shot. Cunningham shot fakes the 3. So the Fever won't have the last shot, and it's well. Here is the Fever rookie going to work. Hayes drives on Clark. Hayes of rebound. Lexi Hull has 3 of them. Here's Howard, just has to fight.
Indiana wants to run offensively.
Who has really picked up her game late. And now on the percentage. So the Fever have 2 of them.
And the rotations with Caitlin Clark back.
Leticia Me here on the floor right now. Here's Howard back on the tries to take advantage. Hull will.
Mike Weiner is
double figures in the minutes category. Floor. Boston handoff. They relieve Burton. And she cross-court pass. Hull pulls up. Extra pass. Chen is open. And back-to-back 3-pointers that just come at you off the bench here.
Defense. You can change your pace off.
Not led since the early moments of this game. Lost the handle. And Howard an off smaller bursts here today. Ask how is this Golden State? He's doing so again here today.
Sometimes you.
Mitchell off the screen to Salon. Howard has her pin. Floor handoff. Mitchell, who finds some advantage on a fellow All-Star, and Kelsey Mitchell. Then the Fever have just 10 points.
Valkyries, because they will turn it. It fits right into the makeup of their team.
Fever know what Temi. In fact, Golden State has rattled off the last 9. Cross-court pass. Howard, extra fine.
Really good job by Kelsey Mitchell as well. Up by the Fever.
Now McDonald on the.
Well, Benley runs. She runs.
Burton lines up, but they'd like that number to be higher as Boston.
But she's not giving up much ground.
Burton dips the 3. Thornton will just have to hold.
Knows that there are traps coming.
Of the Valkyries ever since. Half away from All-Star Weekend conversion.
I don't think Stephanie White's over, and the Valkyries get a triple.
Here's Hayes driving by Boston since late in the first quarter. A 9
guarding inside the 3-point line in the first half.
And Thornton Dirkle, it was the right call of the first half. Mark beat Mitchell, shot clock down to 3. Valkyries do a nice.
Get into the body of the cutter right here.
Hayes attacking Boston, going coast to Mitchell. Step back. 18-point swing. Does she get it off in time? Boston on a collision at midcourt. No foul called either. A pillar of consistency here
For the Fever. and Natasha Howard playing
in the first double-digit lead, and Kate Martin. McDonald finds some space, but Burton leaves it for Martin.
During that huddle, Stephanie White sat down and looked at her be disciplined every second if we wanted.
Defensive end, Thornton launches. See Kate finds some space. There's a start.
A playoff on either end of the floor.
And around the rim side, in amongst the trees, hands off Boston.
He was 5 for 7 from the free throw line in here. The Fever got to get her the ball in the clock.
We go to work when you...
On the drive, the kick out, and Thornton. But a second offensive rebound to the medal, and Dantas had 30. Timpson will take it at Martin, fading and hit there by Mitchell. Thornton's been hot from... Hayes weaves her way, tip into the corner. It's
on Kate Martin. There you go. Lexi Hull
3 on 2. Clark on the drive.
Lexi Hull for more size, but good. See, this is where the Valkyries to me are the most dangerous.
And now feeds it inside to a cutting
10. Lead guard in this league.
Here's Hull. The other 3. Dantas looking for some help. Instead, will drop.
Handle.
USA trailed at halftime. Hayes turns it over. Hit. Timpson the rebound. Timpson the... Clark gets inside. Bank shots. She'll launch from 2. Bouncing. Dantas hit us today. Salon finds some space. Lofts it up. Timpson pulls it down. They've got 5 of them in the corner.
Switching.
Noted Timpson fires it up, but here's late on the drive, late to the rim. Cunningham launches. She and Dantas play catch, and
Catch.
Burton hangs it. He's on a 5-0 run. Mitchell cross in. Timpson flips it. Burton fire away. Nell on the drive. Mitchell through traffic draws the 2%. She's up over 80%. Franchise since 2000. See how Stephanie White manages it. Back
Was switching on.
Mitchell pulls up, away on the handoff. Carla Lake comes here on the handoff. Burton driving on McDonald.
They've done a really good job of moving the ball. I've been impressed with Veronica Burton. Her coach.
It's a 12-1 Ingham. Back for McDonald. Late steps into a 3. And on her former teammate, pins her inside. By Boston, got by Howard.
A little disheveled if you...
Clark catch and shoot. Here is a Boston 3. Clark off to the races. Clark flips it up. The breaks, can't finish. Defensive rebound, and Burton here in the second half. Clark with a stop and go. Clark flips it up. Salon pulls up, bounce pass Hall. 3 points, and look at the ball move. Hall ducks in and have just blitzed Indiana. Sit, puts on the brakes.
Track to not shoot it, which is less than.
Launches. And
2 players there, whether to...
Mitchell sets up Boston. Tremendous performance. But we've seen when you're struggling. Lexi Hull corner.
Holding the action.
And the Valkyries, that initial run, just a tad under 17,000.
Well, the practice court will be
for Indiana. They're 23%. Mitchell driving into traffic, flips
exceptionally well. Good job defensively on all the Fever play.
Often the Fever have had to do that this year.
You play 5, you miss 5.
These 2 very different styles, with and without him. Kate Martin, who's played really well today, had a momentum, sold-out crowd coming into this one.
True road game for the Fever.
Feeds Timpson. Me here spinning on Timpson. To be able to go back and look at it here with the players. McDonald finds some space. Burton leaves it for Martin, who hit with Kelsey Casper.
Well, guys, during that huddle, Stephanie White sat down and looked at her this game to get back into it, and we have to be disciplined every second if we want to.
They have just been totally stymied on the offensive end. Thornton launches, point lead in the first half. See Kate Mitchell finds some space. There's a start.
Cassie Mitchell. You'll never see her take a play off on either end of the floor.
Bentley battling offensive rebound. And around the rim. Mitchell gets inside, in amongst the trees, hands off Boston.
She was 5 for 7 from the free throw line. 7. She needs to get to the free throw line here. The Fever got to get her the ball in the clock.
IndianaWorkers.com. We go to work when you.
Back within 12. Hayes on the drive, the kick out, and Thornton. On the defensive end, Thornton misses, but a second offensive rebound after an extended cold spell. Zill finished with a silver medal, and Dantas had 30. Timpson will take it at Martin, fading and hits on this end. Good defense there by Mitchell. Thornton's been hot from 13th turnover. Hayes weaves her way, switch on to Dantas, cross-court pass, tip into the corner. It's
still doesn't put more size on Kate Martin. There you go. Lexi Hull from
Caitlin Chen. Clark, 3-on-2. Clark on the drive. Clark.
I mean, it's the right idea. You know, you put Lexi Hull for more size, but good to make that inbound. See, this is where the Valkyries, to me, are the most dangerous.
Oh, what a pass. And now feeds it inside to a cutting.
Connected on that pass. That'd been a top 10. Thornton roll to that being of a lead guard in this league.
Bounce pass. Clark. Here's Hull.
The team set. Fever basketball.
Seminoles have done it. Natasha Howard's one of the other three. Dantas being hounded. Dantas looking for some help. Instead will drop.
So it was a lot for the USA team to handle.
USA trailed at halftime. Medal over the last few cycles. 35-year-old Tiffany Hayes turns it over. Dantas wide open. She can't hit. Timpson the rebound. Timpson the. Clark, how
they would look to trap that.
Clark gets inside. Banks shot ahead. She lofts it up, but leaves it short. Handle there just for a moment. She'll launch from 2. Clark bouncing. Dantas hitting the script here in Indianapolis today. Salon finds some space. Clark, 3-on-2. Clark lofts it up. Dips and pulls it down. Valkyries in the third quarter. They've got 5 of them in the corner.
And it looked like drop even though they're switching.
Noted the Timpson offensive rebound. Timpson fires it up, but cross-court pass. Here's late on the drive, late to the rim.
Right there.
There, the foul does come. Of the third quarter. Cunningham launches, playing into the hands of McDonald. She and Dantas play catch, and McDonald.
I think she just fumbled the catch.
Burton hangs it to shoot 2, but the Valkyries on a 5-0 run. Mitchell cross, Cunningham into traffic, lob it up Timpson. Timpson flips it
a few times.
Burton fire away, sees 2, flips to Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive, Mitchell through traffic, draws the averages this year from the line, 72%. She's up over 80%. Cumulative record in this franchise since 2000, and that she might play the rest of the way. We'll see how Stephanie White manages it.
Based on what Indiana was previously doing was switching on paint. Right? I mean, you got no personnel.
Mitchell pulls up, and Mitchell had it taken away on the handoff. Carla Lake comes, not close enough there on the handoff. There's Burton driving on McDonald. Hangs.
Spread out on defense. They've done a really good job of moving the ball.
For Golden State. 2 shots.
I've been impressed with Veronica Burton. The great Joe McEwen, her coach, but they played some good games.
It's a 12-1. Boston sees the double team. Cunningham back for McDonald. This afternoon, that's 29%. Late steps into a three. Boston going coast to coast, taking on her former teammate. Pins her inside. Hayes gets by Boston, got by Howard.
Into the floor where the Fever just looked a little disheveled. If you
We're looking at their largest deficit. Clark catch and shoot. Team. Howard backs her way in. Here is a Boston three. Beck Bentley not on the same page. Here's Clark off to the races. Clark flips it up. Beck Bentley driving into Clark, puts on the brakes, can't finish. Burst twice. Thornton another offensive rebound, and Burton has been really problematic for the Fever here in the second half.
shoot until your arm falls off.
Clark with a stop and go. Clark flips it up.
He does off the pass than anyone in the league.
Salon pulls up, finds her way into traffic. Cunningham, bounce pass, Hall. And the Fever have been held to 53 points, and look at the ball move. Hall ducks in, and the Valkyries have just blitzed Indiana. Leaves it back for Timpson, puts on the brakes.
They're on track to not shoot it, which is less than
Their season worst mark. Thornton launches and
side. So Lexi Hall was in between two players there, whether to
Mitchell sets up Boston, who have put together a tremendous performance. But we've been looks just feel a little less open when you're struggling.
you need a few more reps.
Lexi Hull corner.
Guarding the ball and not worrying about guarding the action.
Put the Fever into the penalty. And the Valkyries in this game, after the Valkyries had that initial run, momentum, this near sellout crowd of just a tad under 17,000.
Think about playing a noon game when you don't shoot it well. The practice court will be
8% on the day for Indiana. They're 23%. Mitchell driving into traffic, flips it.
guarded personnel exceptionally well. In the paint, really did a really good job defensively on all the Fever players.
Process, and if you think about how often the Fever have had to do that this year.
I mean, you play 4, you miss 4. You play 5, you miss 5.
And acclimating for a team that plays two very different styles with and without him. Clark back on the floor. There's Kate Martin, who's played really well today at home. They've used that Chase Center momentum, sold out crowd, 2-6 away from home coming into this one. Perhaps.
I thought it felt like a true road game for the Fever.
McDonald feeds Timpson. Me here spinning on Timpson. It's opportunity. A lot on tape. She's going to be able to go back and look at. And a moment here with the players.